where nothing gets swept under the rug. Fun Radio Monday.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? It's good to see you again. I'm your man, DJ Sprocket, a.k.a. Mark.
What's up, family? This is DJ Smoke, and we got Jay on the Skype. How y'all feeling, man?
Hey, Jay,
listen, the DJs are taking over, huh? We got two DJs on the set, huh?
Hey,
how y'all fellas doing?
Hey, man, we doing great. How you doing?
Man, I'm getting my Tommy on. I'm faking like I got a job.
I see you got your towel on.
Doing things. Hey, this is what corporate America make you do. You heard me. Look at it.
I hear you. So listen, man, we got an awesome show tonight. We got somebody that's going to be calling into the show, and tonight's topic is going to be long distance relationships. Jay, what you think about that?
I couldn't do it. I tried to do it. I'm gonna talk about it for a little bit, but you got to be a strong individual to be able to be in a long distance relationship.
Hey, man,
it ain't for.
That's true. It's not a game. Smoke, how was your weekend, bro?
Oh, my weekend was great, man. It was awesome. It's just family time. That's all I do.
Yeah.
Family time. My Redskins lost.
I don't even want to talk about it, man. I don't even want to talk about it. Jay, how you doing out there, man? Where you at? Can you talk about it?
I could talk about it a little bit. Yeah, I'm out here on the left coast. So I'm in California. I've been here since Sunday. So I'm out here this week for work. I'm enjoying it. It's beautiful out here. All the way around. The ladies, everything out here is beautiful. So I'm loving Cali. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody from the left coast. Y'all ain't the right one, but y'all all right for this week. They all right.
That's what's happening. So listen, man, what's been in the news lately, man? What's going on? What's your views?
It's crazy. Y'all know we got to talk about the Matt Lowry. You know what I mean? We got to talk about my man who had buttons underneath his desk
to
close and lock his door, and some of the craziness he was doing. It's out of control. It's really out of control. I swear. I am scared to be around a lady at work nowadays. I swear to you. I walk around work with my head down, looking like I got low self-esteem, because I don't want nobody to misinterpret me smiling at them, me saying hello. I don't want nobody to misinterpret anything. I love my job. So, yeah, I'm walking around work all week long like I got low self-esteem, head to the ground, because ain't nobody pulling me in no office telling me I got to leave my playbook on the desk. It's not going to happen.
So you put your playbook in the drawer. Keep it locked away for a little bit.
Yeah, I need to hold on to this one. I need that money. You heard me?
I know, right? I mean, but Lowry, though, I mean, how he was the Mr. Rogers of daytime news, man.
Right.
What's up with that?
Right.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell y'all what happened. This is what happened. He got too cocky. You know what I mean? Sometimes this has been happening for a long time. It's been something that's been going on for a long time, and he's been getting away with it.
Yeah.
Because it's like any business. As long as you're profitable and you're making me millions, I can deal with some of the little petty stuff you do. But listen, them lawsuits was coming. They was coming. How you feel on the same day he got fired, 2 new lawsuits came out. Sometimes you got to learn how to cut your losses because it can become too expensive, and they had to cut them losses.
Indeed.
That's what that's about.
Indeed.
It's coming. NBC, get ready. Lawsuits are coming. You about to come out your pockets.
No doubt. Anytime what's your boy's name, Weinstein gets carried down, he gets brought down, and he gets fired from his own company, man. This stuff is real. His own company.
He ran that show. His own company. How you get fired from your own company?
I can't comprehend that. I can't.
I don't understand it. It don't make sense. I'm just saying. So, Jay, check this out. Everybody feeling good. You had a good weekend and all that. We're going to start off like we normally do. We got to get a nice little break. I'm going to holler at my boy Jacob, see what's going on. And, yeah. We're going to start with the first break. We're going to start with our first break, and then we're going to come back, Jay, because you out there in California, so you out there in the West, So we'll be back. We holler at you.
Going on our first break. We'll see
first break, baby.
It's so great not having to shave my legs.
I really feel like the distance brings us closer together.
Do you miss me?
I miss you. Skype sex?
Wanna Skype?
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 Do you have like 3 hours to Skype?
I miss you so much.
So what'd you do today?
I don't know, ate a sandwich. If Katy Perry and Russell Brand can do it, I told you, he's just a really good friend.
She's just got a couple more years of school, and then med school is what, like 8 years tops? Totally doable. Did you get my e-card?
Give me a kiss. Get closer. It's more real that way. Closer. Closer.
The connection's bad.
Skype is echoing again.
Can you hear what I'm saying? Oh, she hung up on me.
I'm just lonely.
I miss you so much. I can't take all this heavy conversation right now. I'm really busy.
I miss your right elbow and your pinky toes. No, just the right one.
That's it. I'm moving to be with her.
It's so worth it.
It's so worth it. I could sell everything I own. Someone's looking pretty makeup-y for coffee with a friend.
You are so paranoid.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Man, I wish I could move.
I would totally leave my friends and family to be with you. It hurts me that you don't want me to watch you sleep.
I think you froze. It's just not worth it anymore.
Katie and Russell broke up? Shit.
Distance does make the heart grow fonder.
Shut up.
It's on the West Coast, as he says, the left coast. Got my man DJ Smoke sitting beside me. So listen, we're about to go to Hate on Me Haters. Jay, what you got, my brother?
You got out there in the West Side, baby.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Baby, what you got?
Listen, I need to do some hating, but I'm not only gonna hate, I'm gonna do some teaching. So my hate on me hater is men with female tendencies. So I need y'all to know this. There's certain things that men don't do. All right. Certain things that men don't do.
It's the
One
man
thing
code.
we don't do is gossip. Men don't gossip. So I want to do a hate on me hater to all those men that's out there that's gossiping on other dudes that try to impress broads. Because I tell you one thing, that's just something men don't do. We don't do the gossiping. So I got a call this week, and I'm talking to somebody, an old friend I used to deal with and everything, and she trying to tell me something about me that I already understand can't come but from one person. So I'm saying, like, for real, if you got some issues with me or you hear some things about me, you need to ask me. Come to the source.
That's right.
Don't talk to nobody else. But shame on you. Shame on you for that guy out there that tried to throw some salt in my game, and you got to tell me something, baby. You can't stop me, man. I always do what I do, and I'm the good guy in the movie that always ends up with the girl. So y'all need to stop hating on me. Stop with them female tendencies. Keep your mouth shut, because if you're a real man, one thing men don't do, and that's gossip on another man, especially not for no chicks. Come on, man. Stop that.
Right, that's a man code violation.
I got something to add to that, but I'm gonna let Marcus talk. But I got something to add to that. That hate on me, because I know what you're talking about.
It's an epidemic, and we gotta stop it.
Man, dudes hate so much that you cannot see a dude for some years. Let's say like 2 years or whatever, and then when they see you, they still hating from the last time they seen you.
They remember that.
Yeah, they remember that. But this time they got their girl around them, so they feeling real pumped and jumped and all that. And then I'm like, okay, you still the same dude that I knew back in the day. They ain't have shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But now you want to come at me like, what you doing? Like, why you ain't in the chain, man? You look broke. Nigga, my bank account ain't broke. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
So basically, we hating.
Be out here acting crazy, man.
We hating on men that have female tendencies. That's
man,
it.
It's scary out here. It's so.
Stop acting like females.
Stop acting like females.
Yeah.
I'm a second that. I'm a second that.
Yeah.
We got men out there that's bleeding once a month. Stop it.
Yes.
Hey,
They
look,
got man
the tam-
ponds.
Man ponds.
Yeah, they got man
Man
ponds.
ponds
They
with
got-
wings. They got to wrap them up in their panties. I get it. Hey, look, man, we're going to go right into you posted it, Jay. I'm going to hand that off to you, brother.
Hey, listen, I got some crazy things that I'm talking about. You posted it. Right. So, Jacob, go ahead and put it up there. The first one I got for you guys. Hey, is that for my man Smoke?
Single? Laughing my ass off. You about to find out. Just hang out tight, buddy. Just hang tight, buddy.
There's some crazy women out there that's talking about, listen, why they single. You stay around with them chicks, that craziness gonna kick in and y'all gonna see exactly why they are single. What we got next?
What we got next? Oh,
okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna let the people see because the people gotta see what we
okay,
see.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn this around so y'all can see this.
Okay, yeah.
That's my thirst trap.
That's a thirst trap.
That's a thirst trap.
That's
right?
a thirst trap.
Listen, I'm just putting this up to say happy birthday to my girl Nina. It was her birthday. That was her thirst trap post. Oh, we come to the land of fun. Hey,
you posted it.
Hey, that's the amusement part. That's nothing but fun. Keep it going. What we got next?
Right there. You want to go for that ride? Oh, no. If food stamps had a commercial, I can't stand the internet.
Yeah.
Good God.
Oh, man.
The internet is undefeated. That's what it be looking like when they be in selfies going to the corner store. That's all the junk they be getting. They got Turkey Hill drink. They got hot fries. Look at that, man. That's crazy. That's what they be looking like in selfies when they be hitting them corner stores, man. That's crazy. What we got next? We got two more. What we got next?
That's what you got. Oh, now I'm in my feelings. Look at that.
Boy Tyrese.
Hey,
so what you got to say about that, Jay?
You see Tyrese on Kirk Cousins' jersey. Man, the Redskins, that's what they did to me this weekend. I can't even believe we lost, man.
Not like that. We got our asses kicked. That's bad.
Hey, and I'm going to tell y'all what, the last one, please put that on Jacob. We want Donald Trump to be out of office so bad. Y'all see what we doing?
RuPaul claims Trump touched him. Inappropriate. Why in the 1990s? Listen, that's fake news. But we want Donald Trump to be out of office so he got to
bad.
Go.
We out here lying just to get Trump out of office, man. That's crazy. So I know we got mad hate, but before we go to commercial, Mark, what you got for your hate on me hater? Who you got?
Hey, look, man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna hate on dudes, man, that are still grown ass men that are still wearing braids and don't have no hair on top of their head. Come on, man, let it go. Cut it off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got locks and braids that come down to their shirt, but they start back here in the back of their head.
So we talk about Coolio, them type dudes, right? Coolio.
Right. So let it go. I gotta let mine go. Let yours go.
Hey man, you see why I'm growing my hair? I'm trying to keep it going.
This guy.
I'm trying to keep it going until I can't grow it no more. I'm gonna keep it going.
I can dig it.
But I'm not doing no cornrows. Nah, never. I did that back when I was young. But some people, cause I'm starting to, as I'm looking at myself, I'm starting to get that LeBron shit going on, like right around here.
Why you gotta mention LeBron?
You better put your headband on, Smoke.
I'm gonna have to start rocking the hat a lot, but it's we got people tuning in, man. So we getting how you doing, Sharon? Hey, this little something we do.
So
yeah, people tuning in. So
yeah, no doubt.
We still on the haters.
Let me ask you a question before you go to break, real quick. Let me ask you a question. If that hairline go back, right, and you start putting that hat on. Are you fooling these sisters out here? If you're doing your LL Cool J, because they said LL was sexy, but when he took that Kango off, my man had a messed up head. Are you fooling these ladies?
That boy had an 8 head. That boy just got a big ass head. Just a big ass head for no damn reason. But it's LL Cool J. We can't say nothing about him, though.
Let me lick my lips. Let me lick my lips. Let me lick my lips. Let me get my LL on. That dude head is 2 times our head put together. You see what I'm saying? But that dude, he got LL. Ladies love Cool J. So
yeah,
they love him.
Can't hate on him too bad.
So
But he put the hat
You know,
on.
hey, yeah, what's up? Okay, all right, okay. Hey, we hot right now. I'm just telling you.
Hey,
We
look.
hot right now. We good. Like I said, we gonna do a 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning, and we in clutch right now. We still hating, so let's keep hating. 2-minute warning.
Well,
What you got?
what are we talking about today? We got a topic of the evening, which is long distance relationships, and we're gonna touch on that real quick. What do you think about that, Smoke? What do you think? How do you deal with a long?
I did it
distance
back in the
relationship?
past. Actually, when I was living in Atlanta, I did it back in the past. No,
Wow.
I can't do it. It don't work for me, but I'm not gonna knock nobody else that do it because it might they love might be so strong and all this extra stuff, but it doesn't work for me. I gotta see you.
Got
I
to
need
see
that
it.
passion.
Instant gratification.
It ain't about sex. It ain't about none of that. It's about what are you doing? If I'm sitting in the house, you better be sitting in the house too.
What
Right?
you?
You must sit your ass in the house.
Hey, Smoke, you just sound controlling right there.
I'm not controlling, but long distance I am controlling. It just makes sense. You know, you gotta know what your woman doing. So I can't do it. How
And you
about
can't
you?
see it if
How
100
about
miles
you?
away.
How,
What you think
how
about
about you?
This how I feel. This how I feel, honestly. The only issue that I have with long distance relationships are that they are too expensive to be in. Because
they
if
are.
you have a long distance relationship with someone, how y'all gonna see each other?
Right.
I mean, Skyping is cool, FaceTiming is cool, but if I'm with you and I'm being faithful and you saying you being faithful too, then we need to see each other. We need to see each other. We need to get some of this aggression, some of these things out of our bodies, and that means we gotta be together. So talk about airfare, train fare, bus fare, all that, man. It adds up.
It
So at the
does.
particular
It does.
point, if you can't financially be in a long distance relationship, then you gotta let that go. You gotta move on. You gotta get you another person, and hopefully at some point y'all be in the same city, or when you slide through my city, give me a call and we can have some fun. But nah, we can't do nothing exclusive. It's too expensive.
Not to mention the biggest thing for me is the trust factor, man. I just, it's too much time, too much distance. I can't do it either. But we're gonna talk about that in depth.
Most definitely. We about to wrap this up. We about to go to a break, but I just want to give a shout out to my stepmom who said I'm still handsome. So I just wanted to say thank you. But yeah, we gonna holler at Jacob. Let's go round 2.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey, how y'all doing? Well, this is the gentleman's suite where nothing gets swept under the rug.
That's right.
Fun Radio is back.
Yes.
Jay, what we got next, brother? Tell us.
Hey, listen, we got that left coast, which is the best coast. Get it. But listen, we got a letter from one of our fans. We're going to do that. Marcus, darling.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Mark is the only person on the show with sound advice. So we got some I'm going to read to y'all. Smoke, you can help out. I don't know how I feel about this one. Y'all ready?
Uh-oh. Now, mind you, now, everybody, I haven't heard this yet, so I'm coming right off the dome with this. So let's do this thing.
Dear Marcus, darling, my boyfriend and I have been together for a little bit over a year, and he doesn't pay me attention. I've always been 100% loyal no matter what my situation was or what it looks like. I am not thinking about cheating on him. I just want to know what a man's standpoint is when a man tells his woman in an argument to do you. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means I'm single. I don't know if that means I should try my options. I don't know if he's trying his options. So I need to know from a man's point of view, what does it actually mean when a man says, do you? Signed, a sister who doesn't even know if she's in a relationship or not.
Yeah, that's what's
Talk to him, Mark.
Wow. Well, first of all, see, I can tell you what that is. It's a test. It's a test. See, if you make it past that do you phase and not do you, that means he has more control. That's more control that he has because you didn't do you when he said do you. First of all, I think you need to talk to the man and find out and clarify exactly where you stand with him. See, that's the problem in most relationships, the lack of communication, the lack of reasonable communication. If you can't talk to your significant other, you don't need to be there. You need to find out where you stand, and if he's not going to care about how you feel and what you think, you're the only one who is in control of you and what you do. So you be concerned about how you feel and what you think. So my advice to you is to do you.
No.
Do you.
Do
You know
you?
what I'm saying? Hey.
What do you feel about that? Smoke.
How do I feel about that? All right, well, check this out. So when someone tells you to do you, depending on the argument or whatever the circumstances is, that really means do you. That really means if you was in a relationship, you ain't in that relationship now. That means do you.
Hey, look.
And whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, he might be doing him.
Yeah, like you don't know. You don't know the situation. I'm not saying do you, but if someone tells you to do you, that 90% of the time that means do you.
Yeah.
Now somebody might just be mad at you and just talking shit. And
hey, but she
not mean it. But if you say them type of words, those fighting words. Do you is fighting words. Like, oh, okay. Because then you be like, if I do me, you gonna do you. That's just how I go.
Clarify that thing.
That's just how I go. What's up, Brian?
Are y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Hey, give us
Let me hear that J. Rudd. Oh yeah, he gotta drink some water for that.
I had to clear my throat for this
Clear
one.
throat on this.
Now, by no means do what I'm about to say is reflected by WLVS Radio. This is strictly my point of view and what this means. Now, listen, ladies. Whenever a man tells you to do you, he's really telling you to catch up because he's been doing him
for a long time.
Now,
I wasn't trying to say that.
But ever tell a woman to do you
right
unless he has options already lined up.
No doubt.
So, because men don't just leave a woman and be by themselves. That's what women do. Yep. Men leave women when they found a better option or better options, plural, for themselves. So if a man tells you to do you, he's testing two things. He's testing whether or not you are loyal, because if you do decide to do you, you might not be the woman for him. He's testing that. And then number two, he's really testing if you like that or not. Because I tell you what, women all the time talk about how many men they can have if they want to have, how bad I am and how this and how that. Sometimes we call you on your bluff. Well, if you that bad, why you on my face? Why you calling my phone? Why you blowing me up?
Right.
Yeah.
Guess what? Do you? Do you simply just means leave me alone because you bothering me from doing what?
Doing me.
Yeah, doing me.
So when your man tells you to do you, ladies, all that means is catch up because he's been doing him for a long time and you being left behind by yourself. I'm going to send it back to y'all in the studio.
Hey,
go ahead and do you.
Do you.
That's true.
Do you.
I mean,
Do
if
you.
you really break things down, that's true.
Hey, listen.
That's true.
If somebody tell me to do me and I'm in a relationship with them, I must pump my brakes for a few seconds and ask them, what the hell exactly do you mean
Right.
do me?
Right.
I mean, that's a challenge to me.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
that-
I think it's a test of power. But you know what? Communication is the key. Talk to the man and find out exactly where you stand. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But Jay, I agree with what you're saying as well. It's hey, what can you do?
Men move a certain way, and as a man, we don't leave a good situation unless we got something better lined up. That's just how. Like you
This
don't
is
leave
true.
no job unless you got a better one lined up.
Or
We're
what
the
he
same way with
perceives
women.
is-
We don't play about two things as a man. We don't play about our money,
Yep.
and we don't play about our woman.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
believe me, when we saying do you, we got some plan.
We got options.
We moving in
Right.
options.
So she needs to do her.
She needs to do her, or she needs to get some clarity and figure it out. Is he doing him? Don't talk about it. Be about it.
That's right. That's right. I agree. Sometimes you got to step up and answer that challenge. So
Listen. So let me ask y'all something. We just hated on some people. I know y'all got some positive out there. So talk about who y'all seeing out there this week. Who y'all seeing this week?
hey, you know what? I have to give some credit to who I call my son, right? And I want to let Rayvon know that I'm proud of him because this young man he just had a baby girl. She just turned 1 year old. And I'm gonna tell you, this is a 23-year-old young man who's handling his business. He's about his daughter. He loves his daughter. He takes care of his daughter. He actually stays home and keeps his daughter sometimes. So I just want to congratulate him and tell him that I see him. I see what he's trying to do. I see that he's trying, and he's being a good father to his daughter. I love him for that. I got his back. I'm going to always support him for that. He's a good father. I just want to let you know, Rayvon, I see you, man.
That's
Good
what's up.
father.
That's what's up. Rayvon, shout out to Rayvon. You know, that's what's up.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. So, let me ask y'all a question before I do my I see you. Do y'all believe that you can motivate somebody in a negative fashion to do something positive? Is it possible?
Yeah,
Is it possible to
it's
motivate
possible.
somebody
It's possible.
negatively to get them to do something positive?
But
Is that what you're saying?
it takes a lot of work.
Absolutely.
It's most definitely
It's been done. I mean, it's been done, but
It's possible.
So what I like to do is I like to motivate my man, Mr. Smith, down at Monster Auto. So my car was having problems this week, right? So I had to go get a new whip. I pull into Monster Autos and I start dealing with Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith started feeding me lies. I think I need to let y'all know I've been in the automobile industry for like 6 years out of my career. I already know every game you about to throw.
right.
So Mr. Smith comes down and he lets me know that a car I'm looking at, I can only get it at this one price and not a cent lower. Matter of fact, the car was a 2015 and only had 12,000 miles on it. Mr. Smith said you'll never find another car like this with this many low miles within a 150-mile radius. You won't find it. Go on the internet and look right now. You won't find it. So, you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I went on the internet
Right.
like Mr. Smith told me to do, and guess what I found?
What'd you find?
I found the exact car he was trying to sell me on a Black Friday special for $1,000 cheaper than what he told me he couldn't even go a penny under. And then I found another car, the exact same car out in Bowie that was like the same car, the same miles, that was $800, less than $1,000 that the other dealership was talking about. So Mr. Smith motivated me to get online, to find a car that I wanted, take my ass down to Bowie, find the car, buy the car, and now I'm rolling in that whip. So I see you, Mr. Smith. I see all the tricks and all the games you tried to play, and you motivated me to find a better deal out there for my money. So you know what? Shout out to Monsters Auto. I see y'all. Keep playing games. You're going to keep losing money.
Right.
Back to y'all.
Hey, man, you need to drive past there with your new whip and let them know, hey, I found it.
I see you.
I'm going to ask them if they go ahead and they'll change my oil every 6 months.
Hey. You know, it is what it is. But check this out, though. We have to go to another break.
We'll be right back.
We're going to give a shout out to Mr. Smith just for you. You know,
Hey,
we don't go to
Mr.
the break.
Smith.
So, Jacob, if you got something for me, let me know. You know, round 3.
Laura, how do you feel?
I can't breathe.
Weirdo.
I'm having this freaking, I can't swallow. I'm gonna throw up. Chris, you're probably gonna watch this video when we get home. You're gonna be like, wow, what a freaking freak of a girlfriend I have. Oh my god. I have to calm down.
Hey, hi. I'm just kidding. Is that him? But he was too many bags.
You don't understand. You caused me a lot of freaking heart attacks, Chris. Like, honestly. Are you waiting for you like this? This is like freaking like... I don't even know. This is just too stressful.
Mom, are you sure that was his flight that said landed? Are you sure that was his flight that said arrived?
There's only one flight from Detroit, and I have his flight number.
Oh. Her dad's like,
But it takes you a while. You know, you're sitting on the plane, you arrive. As soon as it arrives, it says arrive, but it takes you a while. But there he is. She tried to go in.
The security official asked him so many questions.
Why?
I don't know. He's like, and what age is she? How did you meet her? When are you coming? If she's crazy, what are you gonna do?
Who's this?
If they want you to leave because you have an alcohol abusion, what are you gonna do? I'm like, what's
Why?
going
They
on?
asked you why you were coming here?
Yeah.
Hey, Laura, people are getting by. Come on.
I don't care.
Ahora primo.
Laura, how do you feel?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? We're back with the Gentleman's Sweep. We got my man Jay over on the West Coast, my man DJ Smoke to my right here, and we also have the lovely Miss Tara on the line, who's going to talk with us about long-distance relationships.
Hello, fellas.
Hey, what's happening, Tara? How are you?
I'm doing all right this evening.
Good.
Hey, listen, Tara, all I want to know is, how the hell did you get caught up in a long distance relationship?
What you really have going on?
Well, to give you the condensed version, Reader's Digest, we dated when we were in our teens. Then I went away to college.
Okay.
We tried it for a little bit, but we weren't mature enough to stick with it. You know, young and impulsive, certain needs that had to be met. Couldn't happen
Certain
with that
needs.
distance.
Come on now, you got to talk to us. Tell us what's up.
Well, think about it. A teenager away at college for the first time,
Right.
being faithful in a long-distance relationship, not really optimal.
So
Just
what
to
happened?
leave it like that.
Right.
So we broke up. And we went our separate ways. But then years later, we reconnected just as friends. And when I say friends, I mean platonic as platonic could be friends.
Wow.
No thoughts of a relationship or anything. Then I guess timing was right. And we decided, let's give it a go. We were both in a place where it made sense to try.
Now, Tara, when y'all decided that y'all was going to make it go, was y'all in the same cities or was it still a long distance thing?
Oh, no, it was long distance. When we initially decided to go, we were miles and miles and states apart.
So how many how many hours of a drive are you talking about?
Well, at that point, it was so far that we weren't even driving to each other at that point, but we were both in the process of transitioning. So once we were transitioning, it got to a point where we were 90 minutes apart, which isn't that far, but at the same time, for consistency in a relationship can be kind of difficult.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. So, so how long did y'all do this? Are you still doing it?
No, we did this for 2 years.
Wow, that's a long time. 2 years. So let me ask you a question. During the 2 years, what was y'all schedule? Was y'all seeing each other every weekend, or was it every other week, or how often were you guys still seeing each other, being that you was only 90 minutes apart?
Well, we actually decided to really focus on trying to spend time together. So every weekend, definitely. And it would be mutual, whether it was him traveling or whether it was me traveling. And then just based on my life schedule, we were also able to incorporate Wednesdays because I'm a single parent. So on Wednesdays, either he would travel to me or I would travel to him because my child would be someplace else.
Wow.
So
wow.
It required a lot. And getting up that extra hour or two early to get to work on time.
Now, this is when y'all were 90 minutes apart.
Yes.
Okay, so what about when y'all were hours and states apart? How did that work? Was it once a week? Was it every weekend?
No.
How did y'all do that?
Well, that only lasted a couple of months, fortunately. But that was just a lot of late night phone calls because our schedules even then were crazy.
A lot of phone sex, huh?
Right.
A lot of late night phone calls.
Yeah, right. Ooh, baby, touch it like this. Yeah.
you wild,
Just a matter of making plans because at that point we were trying to figure out if we could really make this work.
So what was one of your main concerns? Like, what was it that you were concerned about? Did you have any insecurities? Did you have any, what was financial? What was the biggest concern with that?
The biggest concern was, could we really make the emotional commitment while we were so far apart?
Okay.
And,
did you?
We did. To the point where now I've relocated. So we are in the same place.
Oh.
So let me ask you a question, Tara. I know you said you relocated. So how did y'all come to that decision? Because I know you also said you have a child. So how did you come to the decision that you were going to move instead of him moving to y'all?
Well, he had already moved. So as I stated, we were both transitioning. So he was looking for employment that would bring him closer to me, but it didn't bring him all the way to me. So he had already made a major career move. And because of the type of work I do, I'm in education. So the way I see it, I'm marketable and I could work anywhere. Whereas what he does, it's specific to where he is.
Okay.
So that's why we made the decision that I would be the one to move. But in moving with my child, it wasn't just a willy-nilly, oh, I really like him, oh, I'm going to see how this works. No, you're not some guy that's in my neighborhood. I literally had to rent out my home. Because I'm a homeowner. So there was a lot of things that came into consideration with this to make it work.
Wow.
And we had lots of serious, long conversations to decide that this was something that we were both invested in. Because I take being a parent extremely serious. So I wasn't just going to uproot my child for a maybe, oh, let's see.
Wow. So there was another factor that plays into this. What about your child's father? How did that work out? And is he, I know that's a personal question, but it is a dynamic that you have to be concerned about. Was that something that you had to discuss and get straight?
Definitely, because my child's father is involved in his life.
That's
In
all.
that way, I'm very fortunate. I don't think he's doing anything extra. He's doing what any parent should do.
Right.
But he's extremely involved. So we had conversations, and the conversations actually started before I entered this relationship, where he was thinking about moving. And we had the conversation, whereas if moving is going to present a better opportunity for you and your children, then as a parent, I expect you to do what's best.
Okay.
So when the opportunity came around for me to move, that's what the same conversation that we had.
You and your child's father.
Correct.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
so-
the distance isn't, I want to say the distance now, because my child's father was in a different state. I want to say there's maybe 15 minutes more travel time involved.
Okay.
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 So let me ask you a question, Tara. So a lot of times I've known when people have been in long distance relationships or certain type of relationships for a long time, you get comfortable. Is there a big change that now you guys are going from living miles away, or as you said, 90 minutes away from each other, to now being in the same house? Has things got worse? Has it got better? Like, has there been an adjustment period? How did that work out?
There has been an adjustment period. I've gotten to be extremely spoiled.
Wow.
Because he takes care of me in such a way that I know what it feels like now to have a true partner.
Okay.
But I kind of knew that was going to happen just because of the dynamic that existed in our relationship.
Wow. Wow. So it all worked out. Now you two are still together today?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Okay. So we have a situation where a long distance relationship turned out to be a good thing for you all, and you ended up working through it and making things happen. That's a good
Yes.
thing.
Well, at the basis of the relationship is a healthy friendship. So when it comes down to it, we discuss everything. And it's not like one of those, he's in my business, I'm in his business. We're friends and we communicate. So when there are issues, we discuss them as friends.
Wow.
That's not to say that we don't disagree. We disagree quite often.
Right,
But we're
right.
respectful in our disagreements and we hear each other's point of view.
Wow. See, that's some grown folk stuff right there, Jay.
I'm loving it.
Listen, it's not for me. It's not for me. I tried it though. Listen to this. I tried it though. So I was in kind of the same situation Tara was in. I had met somebody that I liked, and she was awesome. She was amazing. I lived in one state. She probably lived like 5 states away from me. Like literally, I drove there one time and it took me 12 hours. So that was a serious drive. So it was much easier for me to take an airplane than to drive down there for 12 hours. The only problem that came in the situation was a lot of times when you're away from somebody, you enjoy you enjoy the phone calls. You enjoy the living your own life. And I get up with you when I get up with you. I enjoyed having a destination for the weekend and saying I'm going out of town for the weekend and knowing once I got there, I was going to be hanging out with somebody cool and it was going to be great. The relationship for me changed when we started that I'm moving or are you moving conversation. That's when it became no longer a long distance relationship, but it became something serious and something real. And she was like the same situation was Tara. She had a young son. And it was, we are moving up here. And if we are moving up here, then, this is what, we need in order to be a family, in order to be a relationship. I got to be honest. I wasn't ready for that. When you talk about you about to uproot your child from several states away to come up here, and now we about to be a family.
Right.
That's
Like,
that's a
yo, that's when
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like shit got real.
That's when it got serious real quick. And I came up with every excuse in the world why she shouldn't move, because I understand one thing that Tara said with her job. Her job is flexible, and because how awesome she is, she can work anywhere. Well, this young lady was going to have to give up an awesome job and pretty much take a demotion just to come move down to where I was. And listen, I can't tell you to uproot your child, take a demotion, come move down here and be with me, and I'm still playing games. Right. If I'm not 100% sure about what I was going to do, I couldn't expect her to do that. So I had to break that off real quick. So I wasn't as mature as Terra Man is, but yeah, it was fun for me while it was long distance because while she wasn't around, I could do me.
Jay, what you did was extremely mature because you recognized that you weren't ready.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You made me feel better.
Right. And see, but the thing is, even if she was close by and she came at you with that, it sounds like you probably would have had to tell her the same thing because it didn't matter how close she was. You know, I guess when you're ready to commit, it don't matter how far away that person is.
I enjoyed the aspect of being in a relationship. I enjoyed being able to have someone I could talk to on the phone and being able to travel to see somebody, but I wasn't ready to have somebody living in my house with me, raising their child, and being able to change my life any more than what I had already done. So I wasn't ready for that. And to me, I thank you for saying that, Tara, because I had to stop that situation because it would have been disaster. Say I uproot this lady and I move her to an area where she got no family, she got no friends, she got nothing, and all she got is me, and I'm still out here playing games, and I'm not ready. That's a bad situation.
Hey, look, that's good stuff. Look, we got to go to break real quick. So we're going to go to break. Jacob, can you bring us to break, man? We're going to be right back shortly.
Miss Tara.
Yes.
It was pleasure meeting you over the phone.
Hey, listen, let's do this. Hey, when we go back, let's go to break real quick. Make it snappy. So let's bring it back real quick. Let's let Tara
stay on the line.
Any
relationship, those don't work out, right? You don't see the person all the time. And she was. We fought a lot, stupid stuff. What's that, ladies? Sorry. Are you laughing that I'm single now and lonely? I know, I get it. I appreciate that. No, what was the chuckling about? Oh, yeah? Yeah, or she could shut up and let me continue my set, yeah. So we've got two options. We've got two options tonight. But at least we know, like, what our, it's always good to have options. Yeah. What happened? What about it was... You're doing fine, yeah. Oh, Jesus, yeah, I really bought that. Yeah, no, I'm fine right now. Everything's good. It's great. I didn't bring it up out of nowhere because I'm crazy. Yeah. It's tough. You can get through it, though, right? Skype, maybe? Yeah, Skype is great. But guess what? Skype's not even as good as the real thing. That's a problem. Like, my girlfriend and I, we do it.
All right, y'all. We're about to tie this thing up with Miss Tara. She's going to give us some follow-up advice as far as long-distance relationships are concerned. So, Tara, tell us what you think about that.
Well, I think you really need to be honest with yourself and a person you're in a relationship with. And you need to decide if it's a commitment you're ready for. Because the distance itself presents a challenge.
Right.
But if you can handle it, I say go for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Tara, thank you for coming on the Gentleman's Sweep and talking with us today. We hope you'll come back and talk with us again soon.
Yes. Thanks
for having me.
All right. So you have a blessed day.
You too, gentlemen.
All right. So listen, we're about to end the show, but I wanted to get on my soapbox for a second. Jay, you mind if I get on my soapbox for
Hey, Mark, go ahead and tell him, Mark. Tell him, Mark.
Hey, listen. So I have this thing, and I'm going to talk to the ladies. First of all, my platform is about men, okay? I want to make sure that I get right as a man, and I want to make sure that I take my brothers with me as a man. But right now, I'm going to talk to women. And ladies, I'm talking directly to you. I'm talking to those women who have been scorned, who have been hurt, who have been used and abused and served like hell. Yes, that's a song, but I mean exactly what I'm saying in that regard. See, listen. When you know you have been in a traumatic situation, something tragic happened to you, you were assaulted, raped, sexually assaulted in any kind of way, shape, or form, this thing builds up a lot of resentment or a lot of PTSD, right? And see, when you don't get help with that, when you don't go and talk to somebody about that, when you don't go and do something about that, you tend to build up this protective coat around your heart and your mind, and you don't let anything in or out. I challenge you to go and seek help with that. And here's why. Because if you don't, you bring that same hard mentality into your relationships. okay? And that develops an unnatural chemistry between you and the man that you are with. This might be a man who's going to actually do right by you, but because your heart is so hard, your heart is so protected, you don't have the ability to reason. So ladies, I'm asking you, and I don't blame you because it's not your fault what you have gone through. If you have gone through something tragic in your life that causes you to hate men for whatever reason, or to resent men, or to have this thing with dealing with men in any way, shape, or form, I'm asking you to save your future relationships and go seek some personal help. Go see some help, because at the end of the day, it's not your new man's responsibility to make sure that you get right and deal with that. You understand what I'm saying, Jay? You feel me? So what I'm asking you ladies to do is, if you know you've been through something and you have a form of PTSD, regardless of what it might be, go and deal with it. Whether it was not having a father around, not having men cheat on you and dog you out and assault you and just do grimy stuff to you. It's not your fault. What is on you is what you do to fix yourself, and not to carry that into your future relationships. So I'm asking you ladies, please break that hard coating from around your heart by seeking help. Because in order to find some real love, to find a man or to get a man, you have to be able to see it. And if you are so protected, you're not going to see it. So I'm asking you ladies, go get some help. I'm going to get on the fellas, because later we're going to talk about the fellas, because there's some grimy dudes out there who don't help the situation at all. We'll talk about them later. But ladies.
Hey, Marcus, that's real. That's real. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of women walking around with the Erykah Badu bag lady. You know what I mean? They missing good opportunities because they still got a whole bunch of baggage from the past. So I respect you for that. That was definitely good. Let them know, Mark. Close it out for us, baby.
All right.
That was definitely good.
Hey, listen, we got some great stuff coming up. We're getting everything together. We got some great stuff coming up in the future. We got a few segments that I think y'all are going to enjoy. So listen, thank you all for coming and hanging out with us here on the Gentleman's Sweep. We'll see y'all next Monday at 9 o'clock. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace. Fun Radio.
Back.
He said it ain't tricking. He ain't tricking. You got it, but